Hey family, welcome into our Arise Team Huddle. I hope that you guys have had a great, productive day. Today I have an exciting message for you guys. I know that this message may not be for everyone at this particular time in this particular moment, but at some point in time, it will be for you. I think the sneezing sometimes has something to do with the talking. Because once I get talking, I start sneezing. It's happened earlier. And that's the only times I've sneezed today is when I've been on live talking to y'all. Okay. Anyway, so we will move forward. So many of you are entering into your Asher season. I'm excited about this word because of how it came about. The confirmations all came at one time. Okay. The dreams came in and the confirmations followed whenever I woke up very quickly. So I'm excited about this message because of the way the Lord gave it to me. I knew like 100% this is what you're saying. He left it to where there was not much to interpret. It was just time to break it down and find the meanings of things. Okay. So the other night I had a dream on the 16th, yesterday evening. Okay. And the Lord was showing me some things in this dream. All these things came together. So over the course of some time, the Lord kept showing me the number 911. It's like he was intentionally bringing me to the clock I would say it within a 25-hour period. Okay, not 24, 25. And I'm going to get why. Okay. He brought me to the clock 4 times at 9:11. Okay. Like it wasn't set for 9:11. None of that. It was just, he kept bringing me back to the clock at 9:11. The way the Lord does this is like, I will literally be like, why am I here? And then I look up and it's that certain time. That's what kept happening. All right. And the mistaking time, me mistaken, as in like that evening, he brought me to the clock at 9:11. I'm like, okay, 911 something, huh? It's 911 something in the spirit, huh, God? Okay, cool. It's 911 something. And then I left and I got up an hour later, not realizing that my clock in the front hadn't been reset since time sprung forward. And it's still 9:11 on that clock, but it's really 10:11. And I'm like, okay, I get it. 9:11, okay. I went to bed that night and then a series of dreams. And when I woke up out of these dreams, the Lord showed me 3 series of numbers, okay? One I'm going to save for a message that's coming. Okay, I'm saving that portion of this message. But then I'm going to share with you the other 2 numbers. The other 2 numbers that I saw the Lord show me was 1212. And then I saw him show me 768. Now the 1212, I understood it, but I didn't really understand that. I'm like, why are you showing me 1212? But I knew what it meant. Okay. The 768, I didn't have no idea what that was. I've never gotten that number before. So of course I run to the strong coordinates. I'm starting to, okay, it's time to be nosy. What is he talking about? When I began to look up the meanings for this, I already knew exactly what he was talking about what it is that he had just shown me in the spirit through these dreams. Okay. The Lord showed me stupid increase, ridiculous increase. And I'm going to tell you why I'm laughing, okay? The Lord is funny. He's funny because of the stuff that I say out of my mouth. He will show it to me in a funny way, all right? You guys know how I talked about Job the other day and how Job had all of these camels? It was like, Enterprise rent a camel is what I told y'all. Okay. Well, the Lord literally showed me Enterprise rent a camel. All right. So he's funny in his own way, but I understood what he meant, especially after he had shown me the number in the spirit of 768. And when I went look it up, it was showing about Asher. So I knew exactly what direction that he wanted to go in. So also at the beginning of this year, the Lord told me that the number 12 would rule over this year. The number 12 kind of talks about governmental shifts and things of that nature, which totally made sense with what the Lord had been telling us about how there were system changes that were coming ahead of us and to begin preparing because systems changing is here. And also it was a time for us to walk in authority. No longer were we going to be like in a low place. no more. The Lord was talking about how we were being positioned. His children were being positioned in places of authority. And so over some of the messages that I have given to you guys, either I think this might have been in the back office, but I'll give you some of that too here. It's time for us to switch up. It's like many of you have been used to possibly being, I'm gonna put it like this, how I gave it to y'all an example the other day. Let's say you're used to being in the courthouse, working in the courthouse, right? And at some point in time, maybe you're a lawyer at the courthouse, right? And there's a certain way that a lawyer operates in the courthouse. But now you have moved up to a judge. So as a judge, you understand how a lawyer operates, but you're also in a higher position of authority. You have moved up. You're no longer the one over there down there on the bench arguing for your clients. No, you're the one that's hearing the argument and making the decisions. So you have stepped into another position of power. You're no longer where it is that you used to be. You sit in another governmental type of office, okay? And so the Lord is needing us to shift the way in which we act, the amount of access that we possibly give to certain people in certain areas of our life. Like, things have to shift. When there's a governmental shift, a system shift, that's a shifting in power and authority and positioning. So I understood that the Lord was talking about that, and how 12:12, okay, number 12 is also highlighting how we have a different level of responsibility and the new thing that God is shifting us into, okay? So this takes us over to Luke 12:48. It says, from everyone who has been given much, much will be required. This new season that God is shifting many of us into, much more is going to be required of us. So yes, there's blessings coming forth, like this Asher season we're about to speak about, right? But also the Lord has put you in these positions, or will be placing you in these positions, because he finds you fit, that you will be able to get the job done, and it will bring upon his glory. So it's not just about you getting moved up just because he loves you. Yeah, he loves you, but he wants to use you in certain places for his glory to come forward. So you're getting used as a vessel for God as he begins to shift you into these new places. So the numbers that the Lord gave me was, of course, starting with the 911. And then when I got up out these dreams, he gave me 768. I saw it in the spirit, and I also saw 1212. So this is all about these blessings that are coming forth. And that 1212, I understood it as like a double portion. That's how he was talking about it with me. So you don't want to miss these blessings that the Lord is bringing forth in this time. And for many of you, it's not even, I'm not going to say it's not even a possibility, but you're in alignment so much with the Lord. You're not swaying anymore like you used to. This is another thing that I've been telling you guys. Your mouth needs to be in full agreement with what the Lord has said concerning your life at this time. That not all that swaying back and forth and all that, baby, I just need you to lock in. At this point in time, lock in with whatever the Lord has said concerning your life. And the words that you're speaking forth right now has to produce life. It doesn't matter what you say. You see, it's what you say at this point in time. The Lord is needing you to come into full agreement with what it is that he said he is bringing forth in your life at this time. All right. So we're going to get a little bit more into the word today that I'm bringing forth. I want to welcome you guys into the live. So welcome, Miss Savage. Hey, Terica. Hey, Mr. Linden. How you doing? Hey, Mr. Aldrich. Made for So Much More. Sheree and Nicole, welcome. And welcome Dion into the live. So we're going to get into the message for today. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so the Lord, it was telling me how some of you have been asking, like, where are you? And the reason why you're asking where are you is because you've kind of like been sitting there, and there's been like a weight. There seems to be a hold. The Lord has made it clear to many of you that you are no longer No longer are you in a wilderness season. You understand that. You're not even really in a holding space per se. So it's like, hey, where am I? And some of you, he's told you you're in the promised land, but it's not looking promising. Okay, so the Lord is talking about how many things are about to begin to spring upon his children. He's highlighted in particular spring and summer to me, but in particular with spring, exactly that. How you are about to spring forth, how there's about to be a lot of fast movement in certain people's life in this time that is your appointed time. If it is your appointed time right now, the Lord is saying how there's about to be some quick, swift movements, some suddenies. A lot of the messages that I've been bringing forth have that to it. The Lord continues to talk about fast, speed, lightning, speed, suddenlies coming upon you. All right. So, for some people, it is finally time. For some people, they have stepped into a season of abundance, an Asher time. Okay. So many of you have stepped into an Asher time, period. And we want to begin this word over in Genesis 30, verse 13. We're going to be talking about Asher's wife, not his wife, his mother. It says, then Leah said, I am happy that the women call me happy. So she named him Asher. So Asher literally means blessed, happy, and prosperous. Okay. So what I kind of found funny as I sat here, and I didn't even realize this morning when I picked this shirt out, but the Lord had given me a series of songs when I woke up. And first song was Here Comes Santa Claus. Yes, Here Comes Santa Claus. Okay. Here Comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. I kept hearing that as I was laying in bed. Then I began hearing, excuse me, I know I'm going to slaughter this little song, but John Jingle Jishkamater Smith, his name is my name too. Whenever we go out, we hear the people shout, there goes John Jingle Schmacker Smith, whatever his name was. You know, you can't even say it, okay? John Jingle Schmacker Smith. Y'all remember that song when we was kids, okay? I was hearing that. And I said, God, why are you singing that to me? He was like, childlike joy. If you have been here, I have been talking about this subject for a minute, but there was a point in time where it was really coming forth all the time. The Lord kept talking about this season that's like Christmas, and it will bring us childlike joy. Some of you are stepping into that season that's like Christmas, that's going to bring you childlike joy. But I kind of laughed before I came on here, and I was reviewing my notes, and that part was sticking out to me, the childlike joy, because my shirt says don't grow up, it's a trap. So I kind of laughed because even the picking out of my clothes this morning, the Lord was in that. So the Lord is talking about just that. What he has been promising us, the things that he has been saying to us, it's coming forth. Prophecy is being fulfilled in this time. This goes back to past words. None of the words that we have been giving are in vain. The Lord has an appointed season for it. Just like, you know, I brought back a past word not long ago about the field of dreams, and how about in 2023, the Lord had me bringing back several messages back to back to you guys about having faith and digging these ditches. And the digging the ditches represented basically a place where it seemed hopeless, but the Lord was telling you to do certain things. And you're like, God, you want me to do what? That don't make no sense, Jesus. But be obedient. So you began to dig. You got the vision. You began to act on it. And still there were times where even when it was completed, you were like, God, why did you want me to do that? This is why he wanted you to do it. What you're about to step into, the suddenlies that are about to come upon your life, are from your obedience way back in 2023 and beyond. When the Lord gave you something to do and you didn't understand, why are we doing this? This don't even make no sense. But he told you dig a ditch because he has intentions on filling it to the brim. Okay. So many of you are about to reap a harvest from the obedience that you paid the Lord obedience back then. You know what I'm saying? You ain't perfect, but you've been faithful. You did it when it didn't even make sense. When people told you you look crazy, you was looking like a Noah, building whatever the Lord told you to build. Well, now the vats are about to run over. They're about to overflow. So going back to Asher, his name literally means blessed, happy, prosperous, okay? It means to advance, to progress, to lead, gain, and to have momentum. All these things are representation of what the name Asher means. Again, when I woke up out of this series of dreams, the Lord literally showed me 768, the number right in front of me. So when I went to look it up, I understood by all the other dreams that he had given to me that night exactly which meaning he was talking about. He was talking about a prosperous season ahead of us, okay? So from Asher's very beginning, his identity was tied to joy and it was tied to blessings. So let's look at the prophetic messages that were declared over Asher's life, okay? And this starts over in Deuteronomy 33 and 24. It says, he said about Asher, and this was Moses prophesying about Asher, okay? May Asher be the most blessed of sons. May he be favored by his brothers, and may he dip his foot in oil. So it said he would be blessed, but it also said he would be the most blessed. Now, if you go and you look at the land, like I brought up a map, okay? And I went and looked at the land and where Asher's tribe was. They were in the most blessed, fertile land of all the land, okay? The place where they were, it was perfect, like conditions to make olive oil. Now, another thing about olive oil you have to understand too is that it takes a while for this to get made. This is not per se like a crop that's like every single year. You got to have some patience to allow olives to grow, etc. But that also means you need to have some money. Okay, you need to have some cash, dollar bills, because you got to wait. It's not, you know, some things just like you got one little season, you know, you harvest it. No, you got to wait on that. So blessed is he to be in a land where he can produce olive oil. And they're going to say right here that he can dip his foot in oil. Dipping his foot in oil? Olive oil, honey. Olive oil was expensive in that time. It was something that was needed, but it was also something that was very expensive. They're taking baths. They're dipping their feet in olive oil. That's how rich Asher would be. That's how prosperous he would be, that he would be able to bathe his feet in olive oil. Okay? So the most blessed, it said that he would be, Asher would be the most blessed out of all of the tribes. That's what Asher was prophesied, okay? So may he dip his foot in all. This, it's not just poetry or just a picture they wanted to paint for you. This is a picture they're painting for you of overflow over Asher's life. What's being prophesied over him is overflow, a fertile land, rich with olive trees. These people had more oil than they knew what to do with. So let's take this for us in this time, okay? Having more abundance than you know what to do with it. He can bathe his foot in olive oil. Asher was balling, okay? Dollar bills. Asher was balling. There was not really any lack of anything in Asher's life. He lived in overflow. He lived in abundance, okay? This kind of reminded me of something I remember, how many years ago was that? Well, he 50. Something I used to say, okay, back in 2010. And it didn't make no sense then, but the Lord's reminding me of right now. I would say I was blessed beyond my own understanding, walking in the overflow. That's exactly what that's what Asher's living in. Asher's blessed beyond his own understanding, and he's walking in the overflow. Okay, so the Lord is talking about that exactly for us. Many of us in this time is that blessed beyond our own understanding, walking in the overflow. It's an Asher type of season that is coming forth for us. Okay, more than you know what to even do with. So, they were bathing their feet in it. So oil represents in the Bible anointing, provision, healing, and favor. So when God says he will dip his foot in oil, when they prophesy this over him, they're saying that he's going to walk in provision, he's going to walk in favor, and he's going to walk in God's full anointing over his life, okay? That's what the Lord is prophesying this time over us. And Holy Spirit, you're welcome here. Holy Spirit, you're welcome here, okay? You're going to walk in provision. You're going to walk in favor. You're going to walk in God's anointing. You're going to walk in overflow into the new season that you're coming into. So there's been many shifts that's been going on, and there will be even more shifts that are going to be happening, because the way that the Lord has shown me this, it's almost like the best way I can call this is a processing center. Okay, there are going to be a lot of people being processed at different times, but I continue to see several shifts occurring in the spirit, and this is people being processed into their new season. Okay, so many people are being processed at this time. This season is not going to start per se on the outside. The first thing that you're going to realize is that things have shifted internally for you. Okay, there's going to be a peace that comes and meets you in this new season. The things that used to bother you so much, it's not going to be bothering you so much at all. Okay, you're going to look at it and be like, okay, why? Because you've outgrown that thing. You've stepped into something new. So it's going to start first on the inside. Isaiah 43:19, it says, look, I am about to do something new. Even now it is coming. Do you not see it? Many versions say perceive it. It's time for you to perceive it. First, it's going to happen inside. There's going to be a shift inside of you. You're going to perceive that something has changed inside of you. There's an internal peace there that was not there before. There's going to be some joy that just starts beginning to come over you. And you're going to be like, hold up. Why am I like, you really at peace for real? It's not you trying to coast yourself into it, because sometimes we coast ourselves into peace. We be telling ourselves, you convince yourself you're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right. No, it's like you're not even having to convince yourself you're okay. It's just a peace. You might just find yourself singing and dancing for no reason. There's a joy that's inside of you. The Lord is talking about bringing about childlike joy inside of you. Little kids, they just be happy, y'all. Some little kids just be happy and they don't even know why they're happy. You ever just watch a little kid and they could just be in their own little world, playing with their little baby doll, singing songs, they're just happy. Okay, and there's no per se reason behind it. They're just happy. Joy is coming to meet many of you as you're stepping into that season of overflow, that season of abundance, your appointed times. Okay, so the Lord is doing something new inside of you, and the way that you're going to first perceive it is peace and joy is coming to meet you in the new season that God is shifting you into. Okay, there's an internal peace. Also, there's lightness that is there. Okay, there's a lightness that comes over you where you don't feel like you're carrying that extra weight. Okay, there's something different. So the first sign of an Asher season is not going to be money. It's going to be peace. So over in 2 Corinthians 4:18, it says, for what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Okay, the Lord is talking about bringing about favor on all sides for his children in this time. So in Deuteronomy 33:24, it says, may he be favored by his brothers. This is speaking about Asher. So that means also the Lord is bringing about favor in relationships. And he's bringing about favor in environments and relationships. So just places, people, favor with men, etc. For favors in places where they used to even resist you. The Lord is bringing favor in those areas also to you guys. So over in Proverbs 16:7, it says, when a person ways pleases the Lord, he makes even his enemies be at peace with him. So the peace on all sides, you're going to understand that it's not something you're imagining, because you're going to even begin to see people who were not very favorable to you begin to change, alter their ways. He gonna be shutting the mouths of some people. They ain't gonna have much to say because they ain't got no more bad news. They bought the ticket, but unfortunately the show is not going how they thought it would, and there's not that much to say about this show after all. I thought I was gonna have a grand ending, something to run my mouth and go talk about with other people, but it seems like there's nothing here. Okay? There's nothing to report. So all of a sudden it's crickets over there. They ain't got much to say. All right. So in your Astro season, even people that didn't like you, they gonna have to respect you. God putting some respect on your name. So another thing that came up is the target being removed. I talked about this in past messages, but the Lord's bringing this back up. It's like some of you have had like what felt like a target on your back, okay? And I will connect this with Joseph, because if you think about Joseph, there was no real reason to really dislike Joseph, okay? His brothers, that was based on jealousy, okay, and how they felt like the daddy favored Joseph. Joseph was walking around with the coat. Joseph was just happy to be one Tim with you. Joseph was just happy. He was a little spoiled, didn't know it, happy. But that ended him up in what? The pit, slavery, Potiphar's house, the jailhouse, all places that he didn't deserve in it. I'm sure Joseph felt like he had a target on his back. Like, what did I do to deserve this? I didn't do anything. And there's many of you who felt the same way, that there was like a target on your back. That season is ending. There's a sudden shift. Just like with Joseph, there's a sudden shift that is here for many people, where the Lord is shifting you into a different type of season, where you're going from night to day. The shift is here for many people. So that season of having that target constantly on your back, where you're like, man, why am I being treated like this? Because I'm not even showing up like that. I see if I was ugly to these people, but man, all I've been is kind, and I keep getting treated like this. It's that feeling like Joseph felt, like there's a target on you, and it doesn't make sense. All right? The Lord is saying that season has ended. It's not you imagining it. You were targeted in many ways, but there was a reason for every single thing that he allowed. And as we know, Joseph even said to his brothers, oh, it's all good. Kandi version, it's all good, because God allowed it for this right here, so that I could be here whenever you come asking for some rice. Kandi version. So I could be here to get the rice to you, and not only you, but a nation. Okay? God saw the bigger picture. So I ain't even mad at you, bro. Come get this rice. Come get your ticket. Somebody said, y'all commented on how I said yesterday, these people that was in the inner circle at 3, now they at 300. Yes, baby, they at 300 now. They surely are. All right, but that season of being targeted is over for you. All right. So over in Genesis 50:20, that's when Joseph says it. I'm gonna give it to you the right way, but the Kandi version, I surely think you understood that one. All right. You planned evil against me, but God planned it for good. All right. So what was meant to break you, God is going to use those same things to bless you in this season, and for you to be a blessing to other people. This is what happens in an Asher season. The warfare shifts. The pressure lifts up off of you, and the target that was on your back is removed. Okay? So restoration is here. And the Lord is talking about it's even better than the things in which you have lost. The way in which he's about to restore many of you is better than what it is that you lost, okay? So you're expanding beyond the old. You're outgrowing. The breakthrough is coming through. And the Lord is also talking about the enemy not being able to touch this. The Lord reminded me of that MC Hammer song. I had a message about that a long time ago. And it's they can't touch this. The enemy cannot touch this, what the Lord is doing in this of you. Okay? So let me see what else is in these written notes that I have with y'all. Hold on. Okay, there's a sense of finally Many of you are about to experience the finally, okay, coming forth in this time. So let me get back to the other ones. So the Lord's not restoring you back to the what was. Thank you, Miss Cara. He's not restoring you back to the what was. He's restoring you back to double portions. Okay? So when the Lord restores something, he never brings it back to like factory reset. That's boring. Okay? Okay. So here's what I'm talking about. Like my grandmother has some of these old school cars, and she just got it sitting there right now. She don't getting rid of nothing, okay? But she got an old school car from back in the day. I think this car is older than me. And there's people who redo those type of cars, and when they redo them, baby, they don't just redo it to look like back in, she probably bought this car in like 1980, okay? And they don't put it back how she bought it in 1980. They're going to put leather interior in there, ostrich. They're going to put some TVs in there, some rims. You know what I'm trying to say? They're going to overdo it. That's how God does whenever he restores us. He's not going to put no factory leather or the, I don't mean, back in the day, did they put leather up in that? I don't remember. None of the cars they had leather in them. Maybe they got the cheap interiors. I don't know, y'all. But you know how you can either pick from the regular seats or the leather, okay? Them people not putting them regular seats up in there, baby. They go and get some good stuff, okay? They might go get Crocodile or something. I don't know, but the point of what I'm trying to tell you is going to be extra. It ain't going to be ordinary. It's going to be extraordinary. And so when the Lord restores us, he doesn't restore us to ordinary. He restores us to extraordinary, okay? This is not no small thing what the Lord is doing. And especially if we're talking about an Asher season. No. This is not going to be no ordinary thing. It's going to be a double portion type of thing. Even with the number 1212 that he brought forth, this is not no little bitty governmental position. No, I need you to understand, I'm raising you up to high heights. So some of you that have been thinking, whatever it is you've been asking for, just be ready for the Lord to outdo whatever it is that you've been bringing to him. Because as I'm sitting here, the Lord is reminding me of something. He told me to write down something I wanted. Like he told me he gonna give it to me at some point, right? He told me to write down exactly what I want and to be very, very detailed in this thing, right? And then after I did it, I followed the instructions. A few days passed and he gave me a dream. And in the dream, it was like double of what I asked for. It was double. That's the best way to put it. It was double. And I was just sitting there like, what? In the dream? So that's what the Lord's talking about. Like, yeah, write down what you want and watch me do exceedingly and abundantly more than you're asking me for. All right? So that's what the Lord is talking about in this time. And that's what made me laugh too, regarding this message when I woke up from the dream, is the Lord caught on to me and my little explanation of Job to you guys. All right? He used that in the dream. It was funny. It's like I was looking for where I parked my car, and I went around this church house. I was at a church house, and I went around the church house, right? And all I see, I see so many camels, okay? And it literally had like rent a camel. And y'all know how I've been talking about how Job had so many camels. He did have a ridiculous amount of camels, y'all. He really did, okay? And I remember reading and thinking like, look at Job. He got Job rent a camel. Literally. And the Lord used that in my dream, like, and I kind of giggled because that's what he's talking about. That type of restoration where it's a Job rent a camel. All right. And so over in Job 42:10, it says the Lord restored Job's fortunes and doubled his previous possessions. So whatever it is he had, the Lord's like, no. Now you had enough camels to get things done. No, Job. Now you're going to have Job rent a camel. Okay, if somebody need a camel, they can come and rent a camel from Job. All right, because he got so many camels, he don't know what to do with this. Those camels were a sign of wealth. That's why a lot of people, whenever they have like certain dreams or visions, somebody will be like, the camels are coming. Like it also talks about the Queen of Sheba. When she comes with all these things, it's all the camels. Even like when the Lord Lord kind of will talk to me about the Queen of Sheba, etc., I will hear she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Yeah. And if you go and listen to that song or read the lyrics, it's like she'll be coming around the mountain, but she's bringing something with her. When she comes around the mountain, she's bringing some things with her. That's why everybody's excited, like, yeehaw. Okay, that's why they're excited in that song, because she's coming around the mountain with something. All right. So there's something coming forth. There's a double portion that's coming forth with those camels. That's what they represent: wealth, prosperity, okay, gifts. That's what it represents. So nothing was lost. Nothing at all in your past that you feel like, man, I lost this, I lost that. The Lord has a way of restoring whatever it is you feel like you've lost. Father's funny, but Humpty Dumpty, all right? He sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty, he had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. But you know who could put Humpty together again? The Lord. And when the Lord puts Humpty back together again, he don't look like the old Humpty Dumpty, baby. He's brand new. Okay, he got gold speckles in him. Humpty don't look the same, all right? But he is put back together in a brand new way. And many of you have been like a Humpty Dumpty, honey. You done fell off the wall and man couldn't put you back together. You couldn't even put yourself back together. You had to call on the Lord to do it. And you've been going through your season of restoration. You've been on the potter's wheel. And now the Lord has put you back together. Now it's time for him to show off what it is that he has done, to get the glory about what he has been doing. Because for the longest, many of you have been hidden almost underground. The work has been happening like a seed planted deep into the ground. And at first it begins to take roots, and then it starts popping out that shell. All the uncomfortable things are happening under the ground. But spring is here, honey. It's pop out season. We about to pop out, okay? You about to finally pop out on them. And honestly, it's not about even popping out on them. It's just your time. All right. Like back in the day when you was a little immature, you was in the ground, you dreamed of pop off season. You was like, yeah, I'm about to pop out on them. I'm about to pop out on them. You done got humbled since then. Okay. You're not even on all of that no more. Now the Lord is going to be on that for you. Okay. Like I've told you guys, he sets a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Please think on that scripture, honey. He sets a table for you in the presence of your enemies. They gonna see it. He gonna make sure they see it. You ain't gotta do nothing. He fights for you. He vindicates you. He don't need you to do nothing. You just show up to your daily events and he gonna show out. Okay, and somebody said it right. Gator boots, yeah. Okay, yeah, big timers. All right, you real fly. And you ain't even having that type of, you humble, you're not trying to show off, you just minding your business, but the Lord will do it for you. Look what I done for my son or daughter. What you got to say now? Oh, you ain't got nothing to say? I ain't think so. It's real quiet around here, okay? Yes, on Broadway. I've heard that too. On Broadway, yeah, that's the kind of pettiness I be hearing over here. But yes, you got it right, made for so much more. That's exactly the type of stuff he be talking about. How also, what else he be singing, Daddy? He be singing that song about, take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd. No, y'all don't get it. Take me out. Show me off. I'm about to show you off. I'm about to show you off. Yes, he's about to show you off. Okay? So you don't have to do nothing. You done humbled yourself. You're not even wanting to pop out on them. You're not wanting to show them. You just minding your business, trying to be quiet and keep it low key. But the Lord gonna pop out on them. He gonna show them. All right. You ain't gotta do nothing. So anything you feel like you lost, honey, be ready for double, triple. All right, because nothing was ever lost. It was just being processed. That's all that was happening during this time. If you waited that long, and many of you not only waited, but you suffered, okay? You're not just waited. Let's include the suffering. He didn't forget about that. The tears you've cried, you're going to get some repayment for them tears. Oh, he was counting them up, waiting to bless you. And this is the time where the Lord's going to be able to bless you. And the Lord's been singing a lot of these songs to me about how he wants to love on us. Okay, so that's exactly what he's about to start doing. He's about to be able to express his love toward you. So when you were in your process, the Lord kept telling me that in my process, like there's gonna be a time I'm gonna be able to love on you. Like I wanna love on you, but I gotta let you go through it, babe. I have to let you go through it. Like it's hurting me. He was singing a song to me about how it's hurting him to see me go through this. But he gotta let me go through it. Okay? So he has to let you go through certain things because you gotta learn. Some of us gotta learn the hard way. Okay? But finally we catch on. And the Lord brings us into a season where he begins to love on us the way that he has been wanting to love on us when he saw us going through certain sufferings and going through certain things, okay? So this is that Asher season where the Lord loves on you abundantly, when you get to experience restoration, peace on all sides, where he shut things down for you, where he vindicates you, where he sits you in places that your enemies can't touch you, but they can see but not touch what it is that he has brought into your life, okay? Everything is intentional. Even if you look at how many of you have just gone through a time of separation, the separation of the wheats and the tares, etc., where he separated you from certain people, there's a purpose behind that, because when the Lord begins to elevate you, those people cannot come with you. They're, in fact, why you couldn't even have access to some of the blessings that you're about to walk into. You were unequally yoked, unequally paired with some people, and the Lord had to break those things up off of you. He had to break the yoke of bondage up off of many of you so that he can bring you into a time of advancement, a time of promotion, and that you can handle these things. And they would not have access to his blessings. They don't have access to the blessings that are in the room that you are walking into. No, leave them where they're at. There's a reason for it. The Lord is restoring everything you lost. So whatever you feel like in those relationships you lost, keep on walking forward. You're going to find it where you're going. Okay? And I've been talking to you guys about that. The things that you kept asking certain people to do, who God is bringing to you, you're not going to have to even ask. It will be given to you in this season. Abundance in all areas is what I'm talking about. We're not, the things you were begging for in the past seasons, you're not begging for this in this season. It's given to you. It's like, hey, that's all. You haven't got to ask. It's not even part of what you're asking for. It just comes with the package. What you was begging for comes with the package. Okay? So nothing was lost. Everything in front of you is what you gain. But what's ahead of you is better than what's behind you. Keep on walking. All right? So the Lord continued to talk to me in this message regarding creative miracles coming forth in this time. Many of you are about to see a restoration that is nothing normal to it. People around you, people just watching, because trust and believe there are people that are watching very silently, very quietly. They are monitoring you and watching you. All right? They're about to see it too, because they bought the ticket. They still peeping in to see what's going on with the show. Well, good. They're about to see God bless you. Okay? In Exodus 34:10, it says, I will perform wonders that never have been done. The Lord is doing that in this time. He's performing wonders that have never been done. This is why I continue to tell y'all, because the Lord is continuing to tell me to tell you. Take your hands off the wheel. What he's doing it. He don't need your assistance in doing it. He just needs your alignment. That's all he needs is your alignment. Your alignment may just be the obedience of the Lord telling you to go to a certain place, but it really don't make sense. But you know you heard him say go. Your blessing might be waiting for you at that place. It's just a simple obedience. What is for you is for you. And in this season, you're not going to have to fight for it. It's coming right to you. Like I told you guys in the messages we had a while back with the birthing and how the Lord just told me at that time, many of us had been basically, you went to a new level. You birthed something new. There's like more that's available on this new level that you've stepped on. And these blessings are like looking to locate you. Similar to like when you put an address in the GPS. It's like the blessings all of a sudden. Oh, they're like, oh, she on this level now. She on level 17. She on level victory now. She no longer on 16. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Where's she at? Drop her location because I'm looking for her. Okay? So it's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's looking for you. You done bing, your location done bing, and then blessings coming for you now. They know exactly where to find you. Finally, you are assigned to certain blessings on this certain level. You stepped up in the spirit. Okay? So there are new things that are coming forward for you guys in this time, and God is about to do something in your life that you have not seen before. So new environments, new experiences, new people, etc. Things are coming forth in this time. So many of you are not waiting. You're in it. And the Lord is telling you to open your eyes because the first signs has already come to you. The first signs that came to you was the peace that met you in this season. Okay, the peace of mind that met you in this season. And yes, there still could have been things trying to war against you, but there was something in you that was at peace. And there's also some childlike joy that's coming to meet you as you step into this season of abundance, the overflow, this Asher season. This is a season of oil coming through. So not are you just entering into a blessed season if you are entering into an Asher season. This is the evidence being produced. Asher had wealth all around him. He had abundance all around him. So that's kind of what I wanted to bring forth today. Is similar to Job being restored. It's similar to Joseph being restored. Okay, all of this is about a restoration. That's a big restoration. This is not something small. You know, Joseph, he goes from the pit to they said the pit, the palace. No, he went through a lot more than that. But they love to just say the pit to the palace. No, okay. He had a night to day experience in one day, in less than one day, in all honesty. In less than one day, the Lord turned Joseph's life around, okay? And then we look at Job, how he had this long extension of all of these hard times, all right? Then all he did, he prayed for his friends and things turned around. There's a divine breakthrough that is here for many people that's going to step you into what is going to be your Asher season. You're a time of abundance. You're a time of overflow, double portion. So that represented what the Lord was talking about with the 12-12. This is a time of overflow, okay? So yes, you are shifting in governmental, okay? You're going to a next level, but it's like a double promotion that's coming forth. And again, when God trusts us with something, we have to understand that there's much more to it. With more responsibility, there comes more responsibility. Okay, so be ready for the more responsibility to come up forward. Okay, the number associated with this was 911. Like, the Lord needs your attention in this time for some people to understand this is where you're at right now. Okay, the Asher number that he showed me was 768. And the number 1212 was also shown to me in regards with this message here. All right. So I am going to go back through the comments and pick up if there's something I need to answer. Also, if you have made it this far in the live, I see there's 86 people here. Could you go ahead and hit the like button so that this message could get pushed out to other people that may need to see it? Also, if you keep coming back over here, consider subscribing to this channel, because apparently there's a reason why the Lord keeps sending you back over here. The future messages might also be for you. So we are going to be returning tomorrow. I'm going to go into a listening party after this, so hold up, okay? But I want to let you guys know tomorrow what's happening. Tomorrow I am going back to Deep Soul Healing in a new way. The Lord told me that I need to begin to drop some keys. The keys is going to help you guys to renew your mind, to get out of places of bondages in your mind that you are in. There's other topics that he just wants me to go deeper in that's going to free us in certain ways. So you're going to see that series is coming back. Also check out Kandi, Nicole, Arise, because there's also blog posts that go along with the Deep Soul Healing. All right. There's also blog posts that are getting posted under devotionals. Just go check it out. There's a whole bunch of resources on there. The books associated with this ministry is all healing books. It's like from a self-help type of mental healing with the Lord. Okay, that's why I'm here. Romans 12:2, Isaiah 61, Isaiah 61. All right. All of this is why this ministry is here. It's all about helping you to renew your mind and step into the next version of yourself, returning to who God says that you are. All right. So go check out CandyNicoleArise.com. There's the back office. If you have not heard about the back office, there are videos back there that are not posted in the front. There are lives that we do back there. Other videos from past a year ago are all in the back office because I only keep videos up in the front for about a year. All right. So there are lives and many more videos, etc., in the back that are not available in the front. So if you're interested in the back office, there's a button down there where you can join. Also, if you're interested in sowing into this ministry, if this word has blessed you, the Lord leads you to sow a seed into this word, you can do so. Go to CandyNicoleArise.com, or if you just keep coming back over here and the Lord is having you to get fed here and he tells you to tithe into this ministry, there are ways for you to do so. So there's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle. So if you're led to do so, all that information's in the description box, the community, on the website. Again, CandyNicoleArise.com. I hope y'all gonna get them Let's Study guides. Okay? I keep mentioning that on the Let's Study every single day. If you don't know what that is, we're studying a chapter out the Bible every single day. But there's study guides that are available on there that's going to help even the most boring of chapters become personal. So go and check out Let's Study every single day. Go to CandyNicoleArise.com and pick up that Bible study alone so that word actually can speak back to you, and even the most boring. Because some things, let's be real, some things we be reading is like, okay, all right. You don't really seeing how you can apply it to your life. Go get that study alone. All right. So comments, Holy Spirit, come and meet me. If there's anything that you need me to say, I will say it. Let me put some of this aside, y'all. I'll be happy to pray for you. Yes, it is ghetto being the target. It is. Yeah, the Kandi version is kind of like the Cliff Notes, you know. Again, thank you for the gift, Miss Cara. Yes, like Pimp My Ride. That's the restoration that's coming forth. It's nothing small. Y'all remember that show, Pimp My Ride? All right, let's see. Yes, what's ahead of us is so much better than what's behind us. Also, tomorrow is the Biblical New Year, the month of Nisan. Oh, okay. Cool deal. Okay, we're going straight into that. How am I going to give this to y'all? Hold on. The Lord, you gotta be about this life. Okay, you need to be about this life in this new season that you're walking into. All right, I'm hearing that song. Looking back on all the times we had together, I wanna know right now if you wanna be my lover. I wanna be my lover. Da 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 da. Okay. I already know what he's talking about, okay? So, and you might be like, what you mean? Look, this is years. This is how the Lord done trained me, okay? That's probably lots and lots of dreams and all kind of stuff that went with this. Look, I know what he's talking about, okay? Do you want to be his lover? Or do you want to be the lover of the world? You need to make up your mind, okay? Because looking back on all the time you and him that had together, he want to know if you really want to be his lover. Are you really going to be down? Okay? Or are you going to just open your mouth and say you're going to be down? Will your actions follow to say that you really going to be down? All right? So in the season that we coming into, there's some things that's just expected of you. You should already know what you got to do. Okay? So as the Lord begins to shift y'all into the new thing, this is a whole nother lesson, and I told myself I could come back and teach another lesson on Asher, and I think I will, okay? Because Asher had some problems, as everybody in this Bible does, okay? And Asher's problem was that he had a little bit of compromise up in him. You know, Asher wanted to play a little bit with the Pharisees, I'm gonna say, but the people around him, the world, he wanted to play a little bit with the world, okay? In that way, as the Lord promotes you, please don't start playing with the world and compromising a bit with the world. And no, honey, okay? The Lord wants to know, do you want to be his lover? You're going to have to walk on the straight and narrow path. He's not coming to play with you. He's not promoting you and putting you in certain places so you can play around on his time, okay? So the Lord is asking you right now, looking back on all the times we've had together, he want to know right now, do you want to be together? Do you want to be his lover? Like, yes, he's promoting you, but you got to do the right thing with what he's about to put in your hands, okay? Because just like he give it, you know, okay, that's what's happened to some people. It's literally, they getting moved. They was in the spotlight and the Lord pushing them off the board, honey. That's why a lot of people are about to fall. Because the Lord done put people in certain positions and they got there and they didn't know what to do with the position. Look at Saul. Put them in the position. Don't know how to act. Okay? So whenever the Lord begins to promote you and put you in positions, you're going to have to act accordingly. Bring that back, Jesus. Don't go back to the old. I know what I'm hearing. Don't go back to the old, okay? Don't return to the vomit like a dog. It's almost like remembering. You're going to have to remember your testimony, honey. You're going to have to remember the test. See, here's the wonderful thing. This plays on the Lord's words, but this is the wonderful thing, but please don't get caught up in this. He will cause you to forget. He will cause you to forget the pain. He will cause you to forget the suffering. But at the same time, you need to hang on to the testimony. You got to hang on to the testimony. You got to remember the test. Even though your life is no display of it right now, or where he's bringing you, your life will not display that you even went through that test. But as you were in that testimony, you better remember the tests that came with it. Keep yourself humble and at his feet. Okay? Humble at his feet for him. I'm saying like that for a reason. People are always going to be trying to humble you. You need to be kind. Is that the right word? Hold on. Yeah, kind. Kind, not nice. Kind to people. Because your kindness to people displays the heart of God, right? But humble before the Lord. Humble before the Lord. Not being humbled by people. Because y'all know there are people that will love to humble you. No. They're not going to be humbling you because you're already humble before the Lord. You don't act in pride. That's what they see. That's how they feel. That's because of whatever's lacking in them. No, you already are humble. All right? You're kind. You're not a run over and nice, though. Let me get that. It's the difference between kind and nice. You want to be kind. You don't want to ever be nice. Because nice people, you get ran right on over like a train track. Okay? You want to be kind. Kindness has boundaries, okay? Kindness has some, you care about you too. You and them are on the same level. You're not going to put yourself down here. Just know we're on the same level and you humble before the Lord and you're kind to his people. All right? Let's see. Lord, where you want to go? I'm sorry, I'm laughing because he's just giving me songs right now, and I'm like, can you talk a bit? I know what he means. Um, I'm hearing that Space Jam song. Um, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I really wish the Lord would give me some other things on top of this right now. I'm waiting for him to fill in what he want me to do with this. Oh, the Lord's talking about ascension. Okay, I'm seeing an eagle. Um, what's that song, God? Soar. Fly like an eagle. But I'm hearing something else. Why don't you fly? Um, Beth Miller. Beth Midler. And I can't hear it, but I see her. It's a song about an eagle. He's the wind beneath your wings. In that, the Lord's speaking about, though, it's him that's ascending you. Kind of like the spaceship thing that I've been seeing with you guys. The Lord is the force that is sending you up. He's the ascension. You got to remember what's causing you to fly. The wind, the eagle, the wind beneath your wings is what's causing you to fly to new heights. Like eagles fly very, very high, okay? New heights. A lot of birds cannot fly as high as the eagle can fly. So that's what the Lord is talking about. You're on another level. Okay. I'm seeing like the confessional room at a Catholic church. The confessional thing that you go into, and I think there's a priest on the other side and you confess your sins. But the Lord says silent chamber. The blessings will speak for itself. You don't need to speak about everything. Enjoy your blessing before you say anything. Also allow it time to manifest. Like when you get an offer or something, some of you offers are about to come forward for you. Whenever you begin to get your offers, don't go run and tell everybody. There were seasons before where you hurried up and you went tell people and things fell apart. It's like, you know how it says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay, so the weapon's forming, right? It's going through some process of formation. That's how I'm seeing it, forming. But then it falls apart, okay? But also your blessings, they go through a process of being formed too. So don't send no weapons to it, okay? Don't be sending no weapons to it by opening your mouth. Allow it to form, okay? Then allow you to step into it, enjoy it, and they just happen to see. You're not advertising it. They just happen to see. Enjoy what it is. You don't need to make announcements. Making announcements is going to have people also trying to attach to you that really don't mean well. Okay, it's like opening the doors for attention in a negative way. Sleepiness is just hitting me. Okay. Holy Spirit, help me out here. Okay. I'm seeing a flagpole. I'm seeing the American flag go up. It won't go all the way up. It's, why do they, okay, the Lord, I'm almost scared to type this in. Come on, chat. I ain't got time to play with you. I know what he told me, and he asked me why. I don't know why. Let me find out why, and I'm gonna tell you why to what he asked me. Jesus. Okay. I know where this is going. Mourning and death. At the moment, I'm a little annoyed because I know where this is going, but I really need him to fill in the gaps. We need to be in prayer. This is something Laura was talking about earlier. I don't have it all. I'm sorry, I do not have it all, and I'm not supposed to. No one is. We are the body. I'm not supposed to have it all. All I need to know is that I need to pray for real. We need to start interceding for America, but honestly, we need to start interceding for the regular, common folks of this world that will be affected by the things that our leaders are going to be doing. Because from what the Lord continues to say to me, and it's like, it's not that I'm not getting on board, Father, because he's like, you're not getting on board. No, it's not that. It's not that. There are things that the Lord showed me 5 years ago that he keeps telling me to return back to my journals, my dreams, etc., because I'm about to start seeing that come forward. And if that means I'm about to start seeing that come forward, we are about to experience the things that people have been warning us about regarding shortages, money changing, money not having the same value. You can currently already kind of see money not having the same value. That's why the Lord is about to increase many of you in ways financially. He's about to start giving you ideas, businesses, just different things are about to start happening for the children of God, where increase is going to be coming upon you guys. And it's so that whenever harder times come, that you are able to have stuff for your family, but also having enough to give to other people. So this increase that is coming is not just for you to bawl till you fall, okay? It's for a reason. And so whenever, not, you know what? I have to announce this. We're about to go on a fast here. So what day would that want to stop on, God? Hold on. This would have been 2. Tomorrow will be 3. We're going on the fast on the 19th. Okay, we're going on the fast on the 19th. Jeremiah 33:3. I'm going to ask the Lord for what else. I already knew he was going to fast. I knew what he was talking about already, but I just was waiting for him to fill in a blank while I'm announcing it. If you're interceding, it's not just for America. It's more than just America. It's about his people, okay? The people that are going to suffer because of who the elites and people who are higher up and the decisions that they're going to make and how these things are going to affect the regular people. The Lord is concerned about the people. It's about the people, y'all, okay? It's not about us. This money, this things that the Lord is sending you into, sometimes I'm like, okay, let me watch my words, Father, because I just want to be a good steward to you. But there's some frustration in my spirit about the timing of him blessing us. Similar to maybe how Joseph may have felt like he came for such a time as this. I'm going to be quiet. We need to begin to intercede for God's people. We need to pray for revival. We need to, it's going to be 3 days. And I personally will just be doing liquids. However you choose to fast is between you and the Lord. So the Lord will honor your fast. It's more about locking in with him and actually getting those prayers sent up to the Lord and spending that time with him so that he can tell you the things that need to be told to you, okay? Because it is Jeremiah 33 where you're asking the Lord to tell you some things that you really don't have knowledge or wisdom of. There's a lot of people who will ask regarding things that are coming. How do we prepare? Now, somebody could tell you, look, you know, I've seen before something coming with skin. That was a long time ago. I really don't even, Lord, it's like my mind don't want to go there, y'all. I'm sorry. My mind don't want to go there. That's my problem. He's right. I am resisting something. My mind don't want to go there. But there are hard times that are coming ahead for a lot of people. Even though the Lord is pushing many of you into like this time of overflow. It's similar to what, yes, it's similar to that Joseph, you know, him seeing that this time is coming, right? And there's a preparation time. There's a preparation window before things really begin to shift in the wrong way. Even as some of this stuff is beginning to happen right in front of our face, there's going to be some negative things that are going to come forward. But the Lord is also giving us a preparation times because it's going to get worse. And he needs us to have our stuff in order. You're going to need wisdom for that. Wisdom that you don't have in your own strength. It's going to have to come from the Holy Spirit. The Lord is going to have to begin to implement this wisdom inside of you. He's going to have to give it. And nobody can really give you your plan, your blueprint, what God has for you. You're going to have to go into your prayer closet and get it for yourself. Yes, I can come and I can give a corporate word, right? But the Lord has your blueprint. And only you and him are going to be able to work that through. So also, people can tell you to get toilet paper galore. Y'all, I don't know what's coming, but the Lord showed me everybody needs to go buy toilet paper. Look, okay, that's great. But what you really might need is, you might need to ask your doctor to give you 3 months worth of your medication or something. Can I get a 3-month prescription instead of that monthly one or whatever? I don't know, but he knows. So you need to go have a talk with the Lord about what you need to do to prepare for what's coming. Not just the bad times. Lord, what you want me to do with the increase you're giving to me? How do you want me to spend this money? What do you want me to invest in? He will literally, the Lord will give you stocks to invest in, certain things to invest in that's tailored for you. Okay, so you got to go to him and allow the Lord to give you what is yours. So I will make more of an announcement on that later on because I understand. He was talking to me about this earlier, and I'm not going to say I didn't take it seriously. I understood what he was saying. I was like, okay, I will be obedient. I will be obedient and begin to open those notebooks up. But the fact that he just showed me that flag it's like at half or a little above half. And he's asking me, he's like, Kandi, why is the flag lowered? And I understood what he meant. Like, why would they have the American flag like lowered like that? And when I typed it in, it's mourning and death. So I understand exactly what he's saying. I understand what it is. It's time for us to get our houses in order. It's time for us, whether you live in America or not. This is more, honey, I'm going back to them old notebooks from 5 years ago. It's more than America. We all got some problems. When we all need to be on our knees praying for the earth. Okay? It's not just America. The things that are coming forth in the future times, what the Lord done showed me, oh, we all got a problem. We all got, you think it's just America? No. You think it's just who in the fight right now, y'all? Forgive me, Israel. You think they got? We all got some problems. We all got something to worry about, and we all need to get it together. So we need to be praying and interceding, and that's what we're gonna be doing. And I'll be asking the Lord for exactly what he wants me to lead you guys through, and that's what I'm gonna give you. Because honestly, at this point in time, I don't know everything, but I knew he was calling me to a fast, and that after I was gonna have to announce a fast for you guys, and that would have been on the 19th. And I was just kind of like waiting for him to give me the rest. Well, I will get it as I go. So the 19th, we will be fasting for 3 days. More information will be available, but I know we're interceding for brothers and sisters around the world. Like, this is not just about America. No, this is about his people, period. The souls. That's what we're interceding for. Holy Spirit, where do you want to go? Let me make sure I read this to y'all right. I know what he's talking about, but I'm hearing Kelly Price is going to reign, and I'm sorry. I'm trying my best not to express the emotions, but what I'm hearing sucks. Okay? It sucks. All right. This is what it is, though. I'm hearing something that you must know. So there's something that you must know. That it's going to rain. There'll be pain. Morning will come. Sun will shine. Keep your head high. Count it all joy. But let's see exactly what it said, because that's just me. It will rain. There'll be pain. Only for a little while. Trouble will come. Yes, it will. Understand. Count it all joy. Morning will come. After the rain, the sun will shine. Keep your head high. That's the part I'm hearing. In all honesty, the Lord's just kind of talking about through all the different dreams and things I've seen. That there's going to be a time of some suffering, some pain, some not favorable times. The Lord's like telling you to keep your head high. You're going to make it through. So there'll be rain, there'll be pain, there will be some disappointments coming forward. Okay. Okay. I'm hearing prepare a way for the Lord, prepare a way for the Lord. People get ready. Jesus is coming. I'm hearing about like the great and mighty day. I'm seeing a lion. I'm seeing fire. The Lord is talking to me about restoring the souls of his people returning to him. Very oddly, the Lord is taking me over to Dana Coverstone. He's really going back in time on this one, because this is back in the day. When Dana Coverstone, and some of you know who I'm talking about, some of you don't. He's a pastor who began having dreams probably somewhere in the 2000s, because I think that's when I was hearing about all these dreams with Dana Coverstone. Well, he's talking to me about this particular dream. I'm seeing it play out in front of me where it was like a holiday. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the first dreams that Dana Coverstone had. There's like a holiday that he describes, and how there is like mass destruction, like people crying in the streets, but yet there are people of God that are like praying for these people. I believe there's like a lot of homelessness. I'm like seeing a lot at one time, and I'm sorry, it's all very bothersome. I'm seeing like tents pitched up. It reminds me of Hawaii. I know that many of you may have just seen the beautiful images of Hawaii, but if you've ever been to Hawaii, you will see like a lot of camps of homeless people, and it's it's heartbreaking, and it's kind of messed up too, because right in this scene of wealth and abundance is also all this poverty that exists, all these camps that exist in the midst of this, like and how they treat them. But I'm seeing those kind of camps, like tents. The Lord's reminded me of this dream he showed me years ago of literally the government like abandoning their people, the US government in particular. It's like the Lord showed me the whole White House being removed, like as if it was not there. And I mean the whole actual White House, the building gone, like nothing was there. All the little state buildings and all that's there, imagine it all gone. And kind of, he was talking about this a few months ago. I went back to this town that I used to live in, and I had to drive through it, and I was freaked out because the elementary school that I used to go to, y'all, it was gone. Just gone. It was just a field with nothing. Now, it's a big elementary. There was no brick, no cement, no concrete. The thing was just gone. And then like further back in the back of the property, they built a whole new school. And I'm like, how is this all like grass? And there's nothing there. And I'm just, my mind is blown. Okay. But he was talking to me about that then. Like he reminded me back then about it. Now he's reminding me again. But like, you're gonna be looking for these people with a flashlight, because they ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. And this is why the Lord doesn't want us depending on the government. So this is also why we need to start going to the Lord's feet and asking him how he wants us to move. This is why we got to renew our mind and come out of the way in which we have been thinking. If you have been, I'm not judging nobody, okay? If you have grown up in an environment where you've depended on the government, maybe generations of your family has depended on the government, you have to begin to shift your mind, because the Lord has something else for you. He wants you to be dependent on his government, not the government of man, because they're going to fail us. So the Lord needs you to be dependent on his government, all right? His provision. And the only way you can do that is by being in a relationship with him and him giving you the blueprint for your life. All right. I can come here and the Lord uses me to give a word for everybody. But when it comes to your personal word of your everyday breakdown, you got to go get that from the Lord. Just like I got to go get it from me and my family from the Lord. You're going to have to be spending some time and getting what you need from him, so that you're going to be able to hear his voice in the future, move how he tells you to move, but also your blueprint is already laid out. You understand what you and the Lord are doing for what's coming ahead of time. He's preparing you for what's coming ahead. We got to get prepared, all right? Because honestly, we're like, let me be quiet on that. But we have entered a different time. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna shush on that other part. We have entered a new time. We're not in the same time. We're in another time. Okay? So I'm not trying to, I don't want to place fear in anybody, because one thing I had to learn about this is it's not about fear, it's about trusting in God. It's about really letting him lead. And when you get to that point where He wants to develop each and every one of us to that point where it's not we're not shaking about what's coming. We already know what's coming and we're prepared for it ahead of time. So the Lord doesn't want you acting in fear. The Lord wants you to move strategically, intentionally, and being obedient in what it is he tells you to do. But I don't like seeing it. And I know that if he's showing this to me right now, that he's shifting me. And I don't like it. But okay, I'm obedient. There's a reason though. Like, I associate the beginning of my prophetic journey with, I was an end times messenger, or I still am, but the Lord shifted me into a happier box. He shifted me into encouragement. All right. But when I first came to the Lord, I needed encouragement. But oddly, he didn't give me that. He gave me the joyful thought that someday he's about to bust through the sky and we're about to bust up out of here. And at that time, it sounded good. It sounded real good. It sounded real good. At any point in time, I was about to get one of them crowns, definitely for waiting on the Lord busting through the sky. You know how there's a promise in the back of Revelation? Honey, I was entitled, okay, because I was ready, okay? Every day I was coming on, sharing the dreams that the Lord was giving me and telling them to repent, for the kingdom of the Lord is near. Honey, I was ready for the day, okay? But I also understand that I was depressed. I was dealing with depression heavily, anxiety heavily at that time. And oddly enough, some kind of way that put excitement in my soul that maybe we won't be here tomorrow. I know, okay? But at some point in time, things begin to shift. Things begin to shift. Praise the Lord, okay? That depression began to fall up off of me. But the Lord changed me into a different box. And that's how you've been getting the messages that you've been getting, because I'm an encourager, all right? Things shifted. But even in that, I am still an end times messenger. So I'm still I know that I'm about to start seeing things that I don't want to see, unfortunately. So there's probably going to be a mix on here, because this is just the times that we're walking into. We're walking into these type of times where we need to get prepared for what God is about to do. And sometimes it's not going to be pretty. The words that are probably going to come forth, they're not going to be pretty, but it's what we need so that we can shift. We need a balance, okay? We need encouragement, but we also need to understand the things that are coming and to begin to prepare ourselves spiritually and in every other way too, because it's more than just a spiritual preparation. The Lord wants you prepared in every single way. The Lord's telling me to tell you that he loves you. So he wants you to be prepared in every single way for the things that are coming. He tells us ahead of time, he's telling me. He tells us ahead of time. All right? So in that is his love that prepares us. When the world is amazed by things and they're freaking out, we're going to have a calm that they're not going to understand. We're going to have a peace that surpasses their worldly understanding, because our Father has already prepared us for what was coming. All right. On that, I'm dropping this heavy one, and I am gonna eat some food. Okay, I'm gonna eat some food, Jesus. Yeah. What time is it? Yeah, I didn't pass my. I'm gonna eat something. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Please take everything I said back to the foot of the Lord and ask him about it. Ask him about me. Ask him about what I said. Fact check it. Okay. Let him speak to you concerning this entire message. And also, more information will be coming regarding that fast. I'm going to pray on it. And I just have a feeling that the Lord is going to give me what I need by tomorrow. I will make a post about what we're going to be doing on this fast, the purpose of it, etc. All right. So I will talk to you guys later on. Well, I'll see you in the morning. I have a deep soul healing message for you guys in the morning. So I'll see you guys in the morning at 9:30 You can go click on the bell of the video to be notified when it will come up. I will see you guys then. Bye, y'all.